Yeah, you know, I thought our team had a great approach going into the game against St. Louis. You know, really motivated by having a better mindset than we did the last time we hit the road, which was at St. Joe's. And I thought, just the mentality to go in there and really compete and fight and find a way to just claw your way to the end of the game. And that's kind of what we did. And fortunately for us offensively, we did a much better job than we did in the first time we played St. Louis of hanging in there and making some tough baskets.
You look at the contributions you got off the bench. I mean, Jalen knocking down a couple of big threes. Kendall played real well. Everybody you brought in really kind of handled their own.
Yeah, it was. It's been the theme of our season. And some of our greatest moments this season, there's been, a number of guys that don't start the game that end up, having a great impact on it. And I thought our three freshmen were terrific. There was not that wide-eyed look you'd expect in that type of environment. That's one of the toughest, places we've played in a long time with the stakes that we're up against. So those three guys really stepped up, and Jalen's been playing better here of late, and it's a credit to him to stick with it. And I think that's kind of a credit to our team. I think, like I said, we don't have a whole lot of guys right now that show up every day and don't kind of like go to work, and that's a good thing to have.
You probably don't talk about it much with the guys on a daily basis, but you control your own destiny now. I mean, that was big in helping you control.
Yeah, I mean, we've been trying to control our own destiny all the way, back for about 5 or 6 weeks now. Once we got into January, Matt went down, Alex went down, and we kind of got hit in the face a little bit, and had a hard time getting up. And to our staff's credit and our players most importantly, they've been high character guys. They've stuck with it. And every game that we've played's meant a lot. And last night's game, although it may seem like one heck of a win, and boy, the pressure keeps going up. It's really no different on Saturday than it was last Saturday against UMass. I think this time of year you're playing for a lot, and our guys know that. But the most important thing we've been able to do is not worry about the end result. It's been about showing up every day and kind of being about the right things.
A little learning point last night too. Your seniors got to see what it's like to have somebody spoil their senior day, so they know that coming in.
We talked a lot about that. We've been here for a couple of years, our staff, and it's been a big point of emphasis to really honor the seniors the right way. And they understand that honoring our seniors and making sure that them going out on a good note is the most important thing we can do. And that started right after the game. Not getting outside the box and talking about a lot of the nonsense and noise that goes on about anything other than what we can control, which was getting on the bus, trying to get some rest, show up today and do the best we can to prepare to play well on Saturday, and then do that again on Friday. And then that will lead us, to the jump ball, which we want to be the more ready team. And if that's the case, then, I think we'll play the right way. And, those guys got to stay in the moment too. Sometimes senior days can be bigger than they really are. And the most important thing on a senior day is to understand that the end result is the win.
Those seniors are saying goodbye to, though, have been really big contributors.
All three guys have been great. All of them have had different paths here. Inherited Devin and Matt both, and couldn't ask for more commitment. What they've kind of embraced what we've been about. I think Devin probably is our poster boy for sort of how we do things and how the process of getting better and how we do things really works. Matt obviously had a different path, but he's meant a lot to this team this season, and I know he wants to go out on a good note. And he's been a real key cog in what we've done. When he wasn't around in January, our team really struggled. I think with him we're about 20-5 or something like that this year, so he means a lot to us. And obviously V, one of the first guys I brought here off of a transfer, took a year and sat. He's really been sort of a bona fide playmaker, scorer for us. And this season I couldn't be more proud of him because he took a step back a little bit from his production and his minutes, so we as a team could grow. And last night's victory is as much as a credit to V's sacrifice for guys like Kyle and Scooch and Jordan and all these guys to come in to help us be a good team. Part of it is him embracing sort of that role as being that sixth man of the year mentality. And all three guys are terrific kids. They're all going to graduate, and they represent the university in a first-class manner.